Are you worried that your marriage might end in divorce because of infidelity? Or maybe you just want to prevent that from happening. If you are, you're not alone. 50% of marriages end in divorce. 65% of second marriages also end in divorce, and infidelity is the number one reason or cause. And I want to share with you today some tips so that you can avoid infidelity and avoid your marriage ending in divorce, whether it's your first marriage, second marriage, or third marriage. All right. So I'm Pleasure Coach Virio, and I definitely um, have had moments where I could have been unfaithful or cheated on previous partners, where I thought it was, greener on the other side of the fence rather than dealing with what was missing here. And that's usually what happens is when people are considering being unfaithful, cheating on their partner, it's usually because something's missing here, right? And rather than avoiding that, the first step, my suggestion would be to face it. Like, what are you yearning for? And my wisdom would be what I learned from that first marriage that failed is I had put my kids first. And that I know that we're sort of taught that that's what we should do as women. We should sacrifice ourselves. And how's that working for you? Are you willing to sacrifice your marriage and yourself? I literally lost myself. So my suggestion would be, if you want to prevent infidelity, is put your relationship with source, whatever you call that, all that is that which created us, put that first, and then put yourself second and fill yourself up. I'm going to go into that a little bit more in a moment. And then number three should be your partner. So source, God, infinite universe, yourself, filling yourself up so you can come from your overflow. And then number three, you and your partner. Your kids should not be, that's my opinion, in my opinion, was true for me and what I've seen. I've worked with hundreds of women since 2008. And when we put our kids first, we sacrifice ourselves and we often sacrifice our marriage, and it can end in infidelity. So start putting yourself first. And my suggestion would be to start making a list of what are the things that fill you up. So it could be dancing, it could be having some, I had some here earlier, some beautiful oracle cards. This is one of my favorite decks, is Wild Woman. It could be painting. It could be maybe things that you used to do when you're younger or before you got married and you stopped doing them. And my suggestion would be that you start gifting yourself the first 10 minutes of the day. So maybe go to bed a little earlier and before the kids are up, you gift yourself that time before they're up. And then you start booking some dates with your partner so that you can have intimate time together, because the reality if you don't, then somebody might go wandering somewhere else if it's missing, if that intimacy is missing, that connection. Um, Having sex, and we'll talk more about that in one of the other reasons that marriages fail. So tomorrow I am going to be talking about finances. It is the number two reason that marriages fail, 50% of marriages. And I would love to know, have you been putting yourself first? And what can you do to put yourself first? And if you would like support, I am opening my calendar on Fridays from around 11 in the morning till 12 Mountain Standard Time for 1 hour. I'm going to have 4 15-minute slots. If you are, struggling right now and you would just like an empathetic listening ear, I am opening sacred space for you. And my intention is to listen without judgment and to really just hold space so you can feel seen and heard. And definitely, if you're struggling with infidelity and you just want somebody to tell in confidence, everything you tell me is in confidence. I will put the link below in the comments. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow when we talk about finances, the number two reason that marriages fail. So let me know in the comments if this served you, or send me a private message. Blessings.